So how can I help you tonight, Miss Carter?
I was wondering to I wanted to connect to my friend. Sorry, I'm just like my adrenaline has been on since I joined the live.
Yeah, it's really intense when people really love you.
My friend Israel.
Israel. And what questions do you have?
I want to know if he appreciates everything I did for him while he was alive.
Do you have any questions about his passing?
Yes, I want to know what exactly happened. Like I have like a general idea of it, but I want to know like exactly what happened because like it keeps me up at night.
Okay, what was the cause of death?
I heard from his family that he went into like a cardiac arrest.
Okay. But you think that something else might have contributed to that, correct?
Yeah, they said he went to cardiac arrest because of his blood sugar.
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it. Got it. Yeah, there's like 3 different parts to the story. It's not all one story. There's like 3 different parts. So he is with you, and that's what I love is that he's very much with you, and you can hear him and you can feel him. His passing was pretty recent.
Yeah, October 3rd.
They said 4 months ago. I wrote down 4 months. So November, December, January, February. So that's what you had to write down was 4 months ago, right there, before you said it, 4 months ago. And he also talks about, did he have like a big personality? Because he's like, did I appreciate it? Did I appreciate it? That's really gonna, like, he literally was like, are you kidding me? Like, he's so loud. He's like, did I appreciate everything you did? What do you think, girl? What do you think? Do you think I appreciated it?
He was very much a smart aleck.
That's exactly what he started loud too. He's like, what? What? Like, did I? That's what she's gonna ask you, and she's done this live this whole time. Did I appreciate her? I can't even believe she asked that. Like, she could ask, do I play our song? Do I freeze up the phone when she drops her phone? I should tell her about that. She don't want to talk about that. She's going to talk about the stuff that actually happened. She's gonna ask if I appreciate her. Yes, yes, yes. The answer is I definitely appreciate her. She's like, she did everything for me. She was like a wifey to me. Yes, of course I appreciate it. And you felt like there was a soulmate connection, but not in that way. But there was a soulmate connection with him. And he was a bestie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But he said you had a download because you said something to him about 3 months before he passed.
3 months.
There was about 3 months. He says, who had the birthday? Because you're on what, June?
May 22nd.
May 22nd. So he says there's a birthday in the fall or something that happened. Oh, he passed in October? So he says you said something to him because did you know he was a diabetic or something with his blood sugar?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing what he was supposed to, and you said to him, you've got to stop and take care of yourself. Like, this is serious. Like 3 months before this happened. Because I don't know if he would, he almost makes me feel like he would either, I don't know if this is like not taking insulin or drinking alcohol, but there was something that he would do
Can I
as a
interrupt
behavior.
real quick?
Yes.
I didn't say it 3 months. I said it, I didn't say it physically to him. I said it telepathically.
Because he said,
Because we were in separation, we weren't talking.
yeah, because he said there's a lot of guilt around it. He was passing, but he said, she told me, but you had even warned him even when you were hanging out. That's why he had there was separation, there was someone that got in between you, and you tried to tell him something and he didn't want to hear it. At the time of his passing, there was someone that got in between you. You were being honest with him, but he wasn't listening. And the person that he had, people that he had around him were not helping him take care of himself. But you had said to him when y'all were very close, you need to take care of this. He shows me that his choices led to a medical emergency because they showed me him going into like a coma, basically a sugar coma, and that's what caused his heart to fail. Yeah. But the thing is, this isn't the first time. He'd almost been in that 2 other times.
Yep, sent to the hospital multiple times for it.
and he knew it, but he wouldn't eat it. I don't know if it was supposed to take insulin, but he wanted to stay skinny, so he didn't take his insulin, or something. There was like a behavior he was doing to himself. Do you understand this?
100%.
And he says, I just never thought it would get me. I never thought it would get me.
I always talk to him. I feel I talk to him like he's still here, like he's sitting in front of me.
Yeah, he
I
is.
talk to him like he's sitting in front of me.
He is. But he says there's an anger, like there is some anger, not for him, but you feel like there's somebody that mistreated you after his passing. They act like you weren't his friend anymore. They act as if y'all were not as close as you were, and they denounced your friendship or tried to make it minimized. So he says, I'm sorry for that. Like how you were treated at his service, or how you were treated at his funeral, or how you were treated there. There's something about the way you were treated that he didn't feel good about. Do you understand this?
Yes. He was my soulmate. He wasn't a romantic soulmate, but he was my soulmate. I really believe that. I loved him so much, and it never ended, ever.
It's not supposed to end. It's not supposed to end. We're eternal beings with eternal lives. You've been together with him before. You will be with him again. It's not supposed to end.
I want to let him know. I want to say, hey, when I was doing something in your honor, I know that was you confirming it.
Yeah, he does all kinds of things, and you've done all kinds of things for him. Would you like to extend your time, honey? Because we are at time right now.
Yes.
I would actually like to do a private. To be honest with you, I actually feel like I would rather not do an extension, and I feel like we'd be better served to do a private reading where we can express the emotions a little bit deeper, and where we're not on a time limit to get it all done.
How much is it for 3 minutes?
How much is it for 3?
How much is for a private?
Private readings start at $150, but you get 30 minutes to a full hour. It's totally up to the client.
Okay.
And I feel like that would be, and you get a recording of your session too, so the things you talk about, we don't have to rush and we can get through it in your own time. Because you know right now he's with you, I know he's with you, and I know that I feel his very strong connection, so I feel like we would just have an amazing reading and it would just be so good. There's so many things that we could talk about. I just feel like I couldn't even cut this off. I would be cutting this off throughout the whole time. So that's why I always go ahead.
Can I get an extension and a private?
Yeah, of course. You can do 3 or 5 minutes. What would you like to do, love?
I would like to do 5, and I will send the 50 right after I get off.
Absolutely.
Thank
So
you.
give me another question that he can answer for you, because he said yes, his heart did stop, but he wasn't aware of it at the time that it happened, because he was already in like a, his mindset was already altered, his state of awareness was altered, and he said he didn't hurt and it didn't feel anything. They thought they could actually, save him, but they could not save him. He said you didn't find out until after everything was done. Like, you didn't get to know about it until after. It was already too late. Everybody had known about it, and the way you found out was not the way you should be finding out about his passing.
Yep.
So, for the person that says I'm rushing her, we're on a time limit, and you know that, Carter. You've already watched for hours.
Yeah,
Every person
I
gets
know.
calls.
I'm completely understanding and respectful of you, so don't worry.
Yeah, no, I am rushing her, but only because we're on a time, and that's it. So, what was your next question for Israel?
This is funny. I wanna know, when I was sitting on the porch, listening to our song, that's funny that you mentioned that, was he the one who whistled at me?
Well, yes, and he said he keeps giving you high-pitched downloads, and he said you almost, that's not the first time, it's the second time you've sat on the porch listening to the song, and he said you almost tripped down the stairs looking at the phone, because you're like, I don't know why, you always sit on this porch, but either there was something you stepped on, or something that you were trying to step up on, because he says he literally, not only did she listen to my song and cry, but she almost tripped and I laughed.
That guy, man.
He said that, yes, you listen to his song all the time, and you try to go back to the pictures you guys had together, and you really struggle a lot. You struggle so much with his passing because it's the way you didn't get to say the goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so, you